My name is Jenna Pilant, and I'm a style-crazed full-time creative living in sunny San Diego. In 2016, my husband and I purchased our forever home, and now, in between balancing my upholstery business, our 4 dogs, and just life in general, I'm going to renovate our home room by room, project by project myself, with some fun help from a few of my friends along the way. And I'm going to share it all with you right here on YouTube. So, are you ready to see a room bloom?
So I've got an idea.
Who is ready to give this atomic atrium project the retro flooring it deserves? Go ahead and smash that like button. That's right, color loves. We are installing decade-appropriate shag carpet into the sunken living room area. That conversation pit I have been DIY renovating for the past year now, all in thanks to my friends at my home away from home, the Home Depot. Yepers, now that those concrete built-ins have been lounged up with those Homebird upholstery cushions, those custom beauties that were designed and sewn up by yours truly are complete, I am more than ready to wrap up this project with its flooring. First, by putting away these gorgeous ladies for safe keeping. Could you imagine? I get them all stitched up and perfect looking, and then get something on them at the very last stage of the entire process? Nope, I would have an absolute meltdown. And the reason they could possibly get something on them is I've still got to level the sunken space floor. Wait, why didn't you do that the very first thing with this renovation? Couple of reasons. One, rule of thumb, you usually wait to do the floors last in a renovation, so to avoid any unexpected damage. I mean, I could have, since any damage would have ultimately been covered up by carpet. However, that brings us to the fact that I wanted the freedom to adjust the floor height at the very end, so I could remedy any last minute design changes I might have or want to add. No matter what, it had to be leveled. But this way, I had the final say. It also gave me some time to troubleshoot what to do with the atrium's original drainage hole. And since plumbing is not my forte, I called in a favor to my neighbor, John McKay, to see if he had any ideas, and he of course did, like any fellow doer does, with some know-how. Only thing left to do now is to caulk around John's MacGyver move for extra safe measure. Don't want any of that level quick running down the outside drain now, do we? Now this is not my first, nor will it be my last time leveling a floor, but holy cannoli, color lovers, this is by far the most amount of level quick I have ever mixed up for a job. And honestly, looking back, I should have called in a helper, if not 2, since time is of the essence when it comes to self-leveling underlayment. But wowzers, y'all, did that level quick turn out rad looking or what? I have never seen it dry like this before either, but its marble is visually wonderful, don't you think? I'm guessing it reacted to something still remaining on the old concrete after cleaning, or maybe there was some remaining concrete cleaner on it, who knows? But she sure is pretty. Which brings us to...
I've got an idea, and I honestly don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try.
As you know, I am a firm believer of the anti-trend, which at times has given me a bad rap with other designers as they think I'm hating on them, when really I am challenging all of us, including myself, to push ourselves creatively by taking something that is cool in the here and now and making it our, yours, my own. There is enough regurgitation in this world, and we are doing creativity a huge disservice when we just go copying each other's ideas. Just don't do it. The more we push ourselves as designers, the greater our interiors will be, which is how today's unique ideas started to bloom in my head. SUPERGRAPHICS, the interior stripes of the 70s, have been making a huge comeback the last few years, majorly in the form of murals. And I'm totally here for it, y'all. But of course, like so many trends, I'm either 1, not going to do it because when something is deemed cool, it's sort of a turnoff for me, or B, am going to take that something popular and make it completely Jenna's own. And that's exactly what I'm doing with SUPERGRAPHICS, but with shag carpet. Get out of town! I will not. Instead, I'm gonna take Jenna down a creative path she has never ever gone down before. Installing carpet. When me and Dee first started discussing this space, we knew shag carpet was an absolute must if we were truly going to pay credit to a decade we love. And as this DIY renovation progressed, it became a steadfast component of my overall design concept. Only Dee had no idea what had bloomed in my mind's eye. What if I did a super graphic within the carpet's design? Now, I have never ever done anything with carpet. I mean, I have had carpet installed for other interior designs, but have never installed nor was artistic at all with this medium. But I was gonna try either way. So I ordered these multiple shag runners and rugs via the Home Depot app and got to planning. I knew the SUPERGRAPHIC needed to be a little offset visually to be stunning within the space. Yeppers, little creative secret, working in thirds is your absolute BFF in design. So I got to cutting with a carpet knife, first with the yellow. And for whatever reason, maybe it was luck, maybe it was pure magic, but y'all, I felt so dang confident with this task. The upholsterer in me was like, you got this, girlfriend. You are a badass weirdo, nerd of the creative, queen of the Crayolas. If anyone can install this shag for the first time ever and do it well, it's you. It was a little nerve-wracking too when you suddenly register you are more than capable, you've got more than just skills, you've got talent as an interior designer. And I'm suddenly understanding what my upholstery mentor, James Eric Duvall, was trying to tell me all those years. Jenna, you're not an upholsterer, you're a designer. And damn it, Eric, if you weren't right. So I undauntedly started to install my first ever piece of shag carpet, opting for carpet glue instead of tacks or double-sided tape. Why? For one, I did not want the headache of attaching carpet tack strips to the floor's outside perimeter. It's made of concrete, after all. I also did not want to use any sort of padding underneath the carpet, which you sort of need when you're working with carpet tack strips. Plus, I really wanted us and our guests to still have a danceable floor, even if it was shag carpet. And double-sided tape, well, I tested it and it was a major contact fail. I just couldn't see it providing me with the longevity I needed, especially being a household with 4 dogs. It was crazy exhilarating though, installing that very first piece of yellow shag carpet. My design idea was freaking working, y'all. And that's where I stopped the carpet install for day 1, as I wanted the carpet glue to dry and adhere well in place before I added its side counterparts. But that didn't mean I couldn't get a little ahead in my work in other areas. So I got to cutting the 2 remaining SUPERGRAPHIC colorful shag. First, the green, which I will be the first to point out does not perfectly match the upholstery's green hue. But that is okay, and is actually key when designing within this decade of the 70s. Nothing ever truly matched back then. As long as it was in the wheelhouse of a hue, it was groovy, baby. And yes, I am also introducing colors into the SUPERGRAPHIC that aren't in the cushion's upholstery pattern at all. But remember, you've got to trust the Jenna color loves. These colors are not only throughout our open concept home, but will also be tied together once I finish adding the last few styling details in the soon-to-be Atomic Atrium's reveal video. But patience first, y'all, as we still got some more shag carpet to install. After allowing that first strip of carpet to dry 24 hours, I got to prepping each side of the yellow for the 2 additional color strips. I was definitely stressing about not getting the carpet glue on the shag threads, while also getting each additional strip directly lined up and glued directly against the installed yellow's edge. Starting with the orange, aren't you loving this carpet design so far? All right, now for some green. Then, after allowing the newly laid strips of carpet to adhere for a couple of hours, I trimmed each color's end so they would directly touch the concrete furniture built-ins we DIY'd a few episodes back here on Room Bloom. Ultimately deciding next that it was more than okay to install at least 1/2 of one side of the remaining shag carpet, gluing one end in place right against its orange counterpart, then allowing time to do its thing with the glue. So the next morning, before my weekly IG Live with fellow interior designer gal pal, Terry Moore, I got to gluing the opposite end of that first slice of crimson red. Allowing it once again to dry while Terry and I chatted on our live. Returning to the sunken living room a few hours later to add in that last bit of crimson on its left-hand side, calling it a Friday upon completion. Or at least that's what I originally thought. Hours later, after pulling the cash man, feeding the dogs, eating my supper, I decided I was up to finishing this shag carpet install. Yes, I am a little crazy, but Dee was also away on a business trip. So since he wasn't here to make my doer self relax, he is seriously my instant soother to my workaholic natural nature, I just had nothing to stop me except work on the brain. Let's finish this shag install.
Whew. It's crazy how much this is like upholstery. Yeah.
I was so insanely tired upon completion, really pushing myself hard to finish it all that night. Majorly sleeping in the next morning, awaking to feeling like I had been run over by the actual delivery truck that delivered the shag carpet, but then quickly remembering that the Atomic Atrium Project's flooring was officially done. Ooh! Who is ready to see this super graphic shag carpet design? Okay, before I show you this carpet shag reveal, this super graphic that came to me in this Technicolor design brain of mine, I have to say, this design is not for everyone. I am not an interior designer just for anyone, nor is our home. Our home is for us, and really only us. So if you see this reveal, this definitely thinking outside the creative box, and don't like it, that's okay. However, what's not okay is stomping on my creativity. So if you decide you don't like it, and you just can't refrain from commenting, know that, well, you're gonna have fun with you, yourself, and well, you, because I will not acknowledge it as I do not feed the trolls. I am here to strictly inspire, or to not inspire, whichever is your fancy. But either way, this shag carpet design makes my color-loving heart absolutely sing. This is by far, personally, my most exciting room loom reveal to date, because I took a design idea, something I had never seen done before, like so many projects here on Room Loom, and completed it like a true someone goes to the beat of her own drum interior designer. And for that, I am immensely proud. I am also so beyond eager to get this Atomic Atrium project completely revealed in all of its glory to y'all. I've got a last few minute design details awaiting to arrive. Fingers crossed they get delivered this week. I've also got a lot of footage to go through for said reveal, so stay tuned and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it when I finally reveal this year-long DIY renovation, our 70s inspired sunken living room space. Until then, later loves!